I've been trying to make this video for quite some time, but I haven't really got to it, so here's like a little preview of what it's gonna be about.
You have one shot left.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, it's a shame to waste it.
Oh, no, really, it's fine. Oh, no, please. Carl.
Animal! Yes, there we go, you're a tiger!
If it wasn't for film photography, we wouldn't have just the simplicity of just pressing the button and boom, just a clear picture. So why am I making this video? Well, I'm just trying to encourage people that always wanted to try out film photography but haven't really got to it. I'm like one of those people that when they started out, I was too intimidated by film and how it works. But after you give your first roll and taking pictures, it's just a little learning curve. Once you do that, it pretty much becomes very easy, just as long as you know the basics of photography. You just wouldn't have today's technology to be able to just take a picture, look at the results, oh okay, this is what I did wrong, let me just do it again. But with film photography, you would take the picture until you get them developed, then you will see the results until the very end. So it's all about just knowing your stuff about photography. When it comes to film, you have just around like 3 main sizes. You got the 35mm, which is your like typical looking film. Then you got the 120mm film. Then just a little 8mm film, just like they use in Super 8, which is like very, very cheap film. I started out with film photography by accident, actually. I found a old camera in my grandma's basement, and I wasn't really into film photography until I started doing some research on it, and it turns out that I really like it and I got completely hooked. So I bought my roll of film, so I just took it out, took some pictures, and I thought I knew a lot about photography at the time, but it turns out that half of the pictures I've taken were just like trash. So that's why I'm trying to get this message out there that hey, get going on that. If it's on your mind, then start it, because it's an awesome experience. You're not just pressing a button, it's a whole experience. It's about getting the film, putting the film into the camera, taking the pictures. Then after taking the pictures, you get them developed. Then after the developing process, you get to see what your pictures are gonna be. It's the way it takes pictures. It's different from just digital camera. You have this texture, the coloring, the lighting. It's just a whole new type of vibe that goes on to it. First, I want to show you some of my cameras that I have. This is my Yashica 35N. It's a really nice camera. It's a rangefinder. This one was the one in my grandma's basement, and this is the one that started it out. Fun fact about this camera, it was used in Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. So in order to focus, you move the focus ring, and there's this window called a rangefinder patch, and what pretty much it does is that you have 2 images, and if these 2 images line up, that means that you're in focus. This is the Olympus pen. As you can see, it's very small, very compact. What's really unique about this is, which I really like, is that it's a half frame picture, which takes pictures like this instead of this. So much it takes pretty much twice as much exposures. Exposures means pictures. In usual film, you'll have 36 exposures, but with this camera, you're able to take 72 pictures with it, which is really great when you're traveling. So I got the Minolta X700. I really like this camera because with the lens, it has a aperture of 1.4, and this is gonna be the camera that I'm gonna be putting film into for this video. So now that you've seen most of my film cameras, let's put some film in my camera and let's take some pictures and let's see what the result could be.